Hello friend, welcome back. Today we're gonna replacing a valve cover on a 2002 Toyota Camry. And as you can see right there, the valve cover is a little bit leaking. So this one is very common for the valve cover to leak, and it is a 4-cylinder. It's really simple to remove and replace the valve cover. First, you have to disconnect that electrical wire harness right there. And once you do that, and you can pull that thing out slightly so you can access to the valve cover bolt right there on the right side. And next, you want to remove the coil ignition connector, and be very careful. These connector, the tab is really easy and break off. So just be gentle with it, and so you don't have to deal with that replacing a aftermarket connector, coil connector. And there are 4 bolts. Removing that, just to remove the ignition coil. So here is the trick I usually do. As you twist and the ignition coil, then you're gonna pull it up. As you twist and pull, just make it loose and easy for you to pull that ignition coil up. Okay, next you remove that PCV valve hose. And sometimes you have to be very careful if that hole is hardened. It's really easy to crack, and just making sure it's nice and soft when you use that plier, that channel lock, and maybe a needle nose plier. It will get that thing off. And there's one hidden bolt on that side right there. This one bolt is 10 millimeter. Now everything is set, and all you have to do is just remove that valve cover bolts. And once everything is removed, then the valve cover, you can pry it up, and make sure you remove all the valve cover bolt before you pry anything. Just do some basic examination, and sometimes the gasket is really hardened, and it's kind of tough to pry it off. In my opinion, the 4-cylinder valve cover gasket is way much easier than a 6-cylinder, because you're only dealing with one valve cover and that's it. Whereas the 6-cylinder or any kind of V motor, you have to do 2. Sometimes you take a lot of time to get all the accessory bolts, and once everything is removed and the valve cover come out, but it takes a lot of time for V6 for do a valve cover job. And I also working on this beta test right here, as this one is a chat assistant. So for example, if you have a code and you don't need to go to Google and search it, if you have a 300 code, all you have to do just click on that P0300 and it's gonna show you the potential cost for the P0300. Very simple, quick and easy, so that is eliminate you from searching for the online. It's quick and easy, so please try it out and let me know if you have any question. The link is down in the description. All you have to do is click the link and it will show you how to download this program right here. Oh yeah, there's one trick. Not one trick. I mean, one thing you have to remove is the side motor mount, because that thing is in the way. And once you remove the side motor mount, and you have plenty of room to swing that cable, that harness out to the side. As you can see right there, the gasket, the valve cover gasket is kind of hardened, so that's why I have a hard time to pull that valve cover up. And once you remove the valve cover, and make sure you remove any excess RTV on that part of the valve cover right there. As you can see, that's where the timing cover and the cylinder head mount together, so it has a seam. So make sure you, when you put your new valve cover in, and you have to put the RTV on there for a little bit and make sure it's not leaking out. You see it, what I mean, when you see when I'm doing the installation for this valve cover right here. And make sure you clean any excess oil, just like what I'm doing right there. Make sure everything is dry and nice and dried. Alright, here we are. We have a valve cover fully clean off and nice and clean. Now all you have to do is just install the valve cover gasket on this valve right here. As you can see, the new valve cover is really soft compared to the old one. That's why the old one is getting hardened and all the oil is gonna seeping out once the motor is running, and once it is hot. Alright, that seems to looking good. And once again, making sure you use a brake cleaner, just as I am doing right there, cleaning that seam right there. Then you're gonna put your RTV on it. There it is, just like that. Just a cross along the gap, and that's all you need. So you need to do it on the other side too. See right there, that's the seam right there between the timing cover and the head. And that's it. That's all RTV, that all you need. Now time to install the valve cover, and making sure you go doing it slowly, because sometimes the new valve cover gasket, it falls out. Just making sure when everything back on, and you gonna double check with that with your mirror. So make sure the valve cover is not out of the groove. If the valve cover out of the groove, it's cause the oil to leak out. And as you can see right there, if you have a mirror, you can check alongside the valve cover. Then you're gonna put your valve cover bolts on and zip it down with the electric impact, but not fully zip it, like zip, just snug. Then you're gonna do a torque sequence. So the rule of thumb for this one is 120 inch-pound, and between 120 and 160 inch-pound. Do not go any further. So if you go any further, then you're gonna crack that valve cover. Then you're gonna have a bad day. Always tighten all the bolts in by hand, so make sure you don't cross thread them. And once again, cross threading is not fun, so you have to chase them. As you can see right there, I just snug them down. See that? I go along the inside, the center, then outside from crisscrossing. Alright, here come the torque wrench that I use. I use inch pound or Newton meter. So I tighten the center first, then I'm gonna go to the top, then I'm gonna go to the bottom one, like crisscrossing, just like an X. Just making sure everything fully pressure where it's supposed to be, so the valve cover is not leaking. And once again, I also check the valve cover seating again, just making sure. Now you're gonna clean up the all the excess oil with brake cleaner. Okay, time to put the wire harness on the side. All you have to do is just push it in and it will click, just like that. And oh yeah, I removed the alternator connector, so just to buy some room. Then you're gonna install the side motor mount. So I think this one is a 14mm. Yeah, it is a 14mm socket. Just like that. Don't have to be crazy with this torque. Once you're done, then you can put your coil back on. The ignition coil. Just like that. Well, in my opinion, you can do this at home if you have all the tool and the knowledge right here. The 4-cylinder is really easy to do because you're only dealing with one valve cover, and whereas you for the V6, then you have to deal with the 2 valve cover, which is a little bit harder to do, but you can do it when you have a 4-cylinder vehicle, so it is really easy. Everything is right there and you don't have to remove less thing to remove for the 4-cylinder. Alright, once everything hand tight, then you're going to use your electric impact and torque all those down on the ignition coil bolt. Then you're going to put your PCV hose on. So this one have 2. Alright, and that's it. And secure the clamp where it's supposed to be. So, and that's it. Now you're gonna start your vehicle up and making sure there's no leak. I think I clean this vehicle so much because this is leaking pretty bad, so have to use some more brake cleaner. Alright, once that thing's done, then you're gonna start up the vehicle. There you go, vehicle started. And you can walk outside and double check, triple check, quadruple check, whatever you do, just making sure there's no leaking out. Making sure you check that part right there on the front where the timing cover and the cylinder head seam, and same thing in the back. As you can see right there, it's nice and clean. Look at that. Alright guys, so that's it, as simple as that. So 4-cylinder is really easy to do, a valve cover, gasket. Alright, until next time, and please hit the like button and comment any question you have, and I will see you next time. Luke is out.